Hey everybody, welcome in. It is January 10th and I am a day behind on Junk Journal January because I had the stomach flu this week thanks to my husband. So I'm playing catch up. I don't think I'm going to get to January 10th. I think I'm always going to be a day behind unless I can do kind of two spreads tomorrow. But today, obviously, is a big day for me. It is my 35th wedding anniversary. I can't even believe we have been married 35 years. It seems super surreal to me that we have kind of been together that long. Love my husband to pieces, would not trade any of our marriage, good and bad, for anything. We were saying to each other this morning, the middle of our marriage was a little rocky. We grew up together. We got married when we were 18, and that middle kind of 22 to kind of 35 was a little rough. But we came through, and yeah, I wouldn't trade it for the world, seriously. So that's that. So with that being said, today's prompt is hidden, because like I said, I'm a day behind. So I'm on day 9, and it's hidden, and I do have stuff planned, and as you can see, I have a heart, I have butterflies, I have love stuff out because it is a day of love for me. Anyway, so that is what we are going to do. So let's get this out and put this stuff aside. So let me get my signature out. And so like I said, I pulled stuff here, just little bits and pieces. This is the stuff we did the other day, which I probably won't use, but it's in here. And just like little pieces of fabric. And I also have fabric that way. And I also have this scrap bin next to me. So my idea for hidden is to use, where did it go? I'm going to set these, so I pulled these stamps because I liked this champagne bottle. I thought it went really well with kind of the love theme and celebrating today. And then I pulled some flowers, and obviously this, I think I'm going to use this You and Me, and I will show you in a second. So I'm going to put all this aside, and what I am going to do, if it fits, I didn't even test it to see if it would fit. So let's get to our, so that's day 8. So here we are on day 9. I didn't even test this envelope. It's perfect. So this is going to be my hidden, and I'm going to set this aside for a minute, and I'm going to work on this. So what we are going to do is carefully, if I can find my razor, here we go. So I'm going to find my little razor here, and I am going to open this, and you know where I'm going with this. It is going to be, maybe I don't need to do that. Yes, I do, because this envelope, I've used these envelopes before, and they're actually really stuck together really well. So this is a little bit of a surgery here on this envelope because I don't want it to tear. Maybe we can do it just gently. I'm thinking I can do it. Maybe. Let me close that before I cut myself. Yeah, I can do it. And it did rip right there. So I'm going to take that and I'm going to just cut it. And then maybe we can work on this side slowly and carefully. This side is a little bit more tricky. This side, I'm going to close that. Like I said, I am careful with knives for sure. I think I've said in a bunch of my videos that I watched somebody in one of my quilting classes get really a bad cut with her rotary cutter, and ever since then I am super careful with my blades. So anyway, this is what we're doing for hidden. And as you can see, it opens up. So what it will do is open up on this page like so. And then I am going to put said heart in there and maybe a butterfly or so, like so. We'll see. We'll see where it takes us. But this is the what am I trying to say? This is the idea. So we are going to work on this. I hope everybody is well. I am feeling so much better today. Oh my goodness. That stomach flu had me down. Oh, it had me down. So we are going to have to do something with these. But I really want to keep this. So what can we do? So we have red in this, I'm in my scrap bin right now, so I'm going to pull it off to the side here. Do we want to use, this is pretty, so let's pull that, and let's pull some of this, and let's pull some of this. So I'm going, like I said, I'm going to try to keep with the pink theme in this journal. Let's pull some of that. That'll be good. So yeah, like I said, I'm gonna try to stay with the pink and roses and all sorts of good stuff. I'm gonna pull that too. I know I used that in my last one, and I'm gonna pull that. So that should be good. This was actually from a paper pad I had a long time ago. And obviously, because it's from a paper pad, everything goes really well together. And I don't know why I have so many scraps from it, but I do. And then this, and I think, you know, I mean, roses just go. They just go with red. I know they're pink, but I kind of like pink and red together. And this is actually glued on, but I think I can, yeah, I think I can unglue it from this because I don't want it so, let's see. I don't want it so thick. That's the only thing with this paper that I pulled is it's really kind of heavy cardstock. And I don't know kind of if I want heavy cardstock, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. This is super stuck. Of course, the middle is super stuck right over those roses. Right over those roses. So we are going to collage naturally, but I want to see, let me get my big shears out and cut down like so, and like so. I'm just cutting the white edges off. Like I said, I hope everybody is well. I'm feeling much better, and I did want to say that I put out a video yesterday on help me decide my next journal. And kind of, I did a post and I did a video, and it was funny. It was right down the middle. The post definitely it wanted me to do the Shabby Chic flip-flop journal, and then the video it wanted me to do the Pooh Little Golden Book journal. So I really don't know what to do, because it was straight on down the middle, like it was. So I'm going to let the video run for a little bit to see if I get any more traction on it, and see if anybody else votes on it. So I am going to put an end screen on this linking to that video so that you can go ahead and vote on which one you want me to do. At any rate, they will both get done, but which one you want me to do first. So, all right, I like that, but we definitely need to cover. Let's see, I think I'm going to put that, let me Go ahead and start tearing. I'm going to go ahead and start tearing. So poor Miss Penelope has the sneezes, the little beast. She is sneezing away. So she's got a vet appointment tomorrow. Don't tell her. Don't say it too loud or she'll disappear. So yeah, poor little girl has got the snuffies. She's got the snuffies. So I am gonna put that right there like so. I'm gonna try to put it up closer so we got that fold in there. So up like so, and let's see, I think I'm going to use art glitter glue for this because I don't know, me and my glue stick, I know people use them and they use those Oohoo glue sticks. I don't know if it's the paper I use or the way I use it, or I'm not using enough. It just doesn't seem to stick for a long time. Like, it sticks obviously at first, but I used it on this and you see it peeled right off. So I'm not sure, like, the longevity of the glue sticks. I don't know. I don't know, like I said, if I'm doing something wrong, or maybe they just don't last as long as I feel like they should. But when I put stuff out, I want it lasting for the long haul, for sure. For sure. So I'm gonna move this up a little bit. Okay, there we go. And then yeah, so for sure I want it to last the long haul, and it doesn't. And I don't know, like, if other people have that problem and they just deal with it and glue stuff back down. But I feel like, man, I have already glued it once. I do not want to go back in and glue my journals and projects 100 times. I just don't. That is really not in my repertoire of wanting to do stuff over and over again. So I tend to use art glitter glue and Fabrifix glue. I feel like they have more staying power. I feel like they have more staying power for sure. So, all right, we got one piece down. And then I kind of like this. I kind of like this. So I am almost leaning towards this with a little You and Me in there, something like that, or True Love. That would be cute too, stamped right there. And then maybe You and Me down here. So this is one of my few Valentine stamps that I have. So anyway, but I like that there. So let's just do some more collaging. So yes, poor Miss Penelope has the crud. She has something. She's not horrible, but I wanted to get to her. You know, I wanted to get her to the vet before she was horrible. Dan picked her up today, and she did sound a little raspy, but he was also holding her, and she doesn't like to be held a lot. So I'm wondering, like, if she was just raspy because she was being held, or if she's raspy because she's raspy and needs to get to the vet. We're not sure. We're really not sure what the deal is. But at any rate, she is going to said vet. So Dr. Nowak is going to hopefully take good care of her and get her feeling good again. I think I'm going to take this and do this here. I like that, but it does cover up that. Maybe a little smaller piece, so I'm not covering up that rose. Anyway, so we are going to a very fancy French-American restaurant. French-American. That's in their description, which is funny. So I'm not really sure, but it is a very fancy very, very fancy restaurant. Tomorrow night, we couldn't get in tonight. It's like booked solid for usually months ahead of time, and we were actually lucky to get in tomorrow night. But it's one of those restaurants that has like, you know, wine pairings and, you know, it's like a 5-course or 4-course. I think it's 4-course, and they don't even put the menu out until the day of. So we don't even know what we're, like, we can't even look at the menu to see, like, what it's all about. So we're hoping it's stuff we like. So yeah, we're excited. We're excited. We've lived here for 22 years, 21 years, something like that. And actually 21 years this year we've lived here. And it has been a restaurant that we've always wanted to go to, but we never really think of. And then when, like I said, when we do think of it, like, you can't get in. So anyway, we thought about it early this year, and we're like, okay, it's our 35th anniversary. We should probably go there. So we are going there. So we're excited. We're super excited to go there. Yeah. So it'll be fun. It'll be fun. And I think I am gonna leave some brown. I am. But I am really liking this. I'm really liking this. And maybe I need, like I said, I'm trying to keep this open, but what I think is I am going to cover it and then just cut it back out. So I am going to cover it, and yeah, I'm definitely going to cover it. All right, now we're getting, I am going to cover some of that rose. Just a hair of it. Just a hair of it. And then we'll go from there. And then I'm going to do a little more of this polka dot. I tore that crazy, didn't I? I'm going to do a little more of this polka dotted. And we'll see. And the reason I want such heavy duty paper on this, as you can tell, this is really thick cardstock. And what I want for this is a really thick, because this piece, and I probably won't do this. I'm just going to stamp on this side. But I wanted this side to be super sturdy, because this part is going to tuck in. So that part is going to tuck in. Let me get some more up here. So yeah, if you watched the video of me, my 3 o'clock in the morning stupor the other night, thank you for watching it, first off, because it was, like I said, it was 3 o'clock in the morning, and I was just like, I need to do something. And I figured I would take you guys along for the ride. And it was just a little beginner, like what to do with your strips. I might link that below too. And like I said, it definitely wasn't rocket science for sure. It's not something that wasn't done by a bunch of other people, but I wanted to put like I said, a beginner video out there, because I do have some new journalers on my channel, and you know, people need ideas. So I'm going to try to do a few more videos like that, just some idea videos, for sure. And then, you know what, I am going to turn the camera off for a second, and I'm going to see if I have any more of this. I think I do, but I don't want to keep the camera on and rustle around in my stuff. So I will be right back. Okay, I went in my Shabby Chic file and I pulled out which this is beautiful, but obviously won't go with the pink theme. But this will, and here is the same, this is the same file as this. And I want to say this was, there's no label on it, but I believe it was Tina over at Chubby Debbie Duda. I'm pretty sure these are her files, because I think that is the only place I got some Chevy Chic files, and I'm pretty sure these are hers. So I am looking for that, well, here's some of this. And I swore I had more of this pink. Well, I'm going to take this out too. And we might use some of this. Oh, and there's also some of this. I'm going to take that out. And then I think that's it. I swore I had some more paper of this, but I don't. So we're going to use these two, and I can always print off more. I do have some over here, and I said, oh, hey. We have some of this. Okay, so now we're cooking with gas. As my great aunts would say, we're cooking with gas. And I think that goes back to, I mean, they were old when I was young, and I'm 54, so they were ancient when I mean, they were in their 60s when I was like, you know, 7, 8, 9. So they had kind of just retired from their job. Like I said, they were my great aunts, so my mom's aunts, and they were funny old ladies. Oh my goodness, they were great. Taking a sip of coffee. Yeah, they were funny, but they always said, now we're cooking with gas. And I think it goes back to like when they were young. I mean, they were born in 1906, 1907. And obviously they're no longer with us, but yeah, so they used to say cooking with gas, and I think it goes back to them. See what I'm saying about the glue? Them going from wood burning, like kitchen stove, to gas kitchen stove. So I think that's where that came from. But see what I'm saying about how the glue stick just peels right off? And I don't know, like, if that other people have that problem, or if it's just me and my glue sticks. So I am going to use some of this. So we'll get this over here. And I know this kind of collaging isn't new for everybody, but I wanted to come on and show you my process of collaging and how I do it. All right, we're going to use that. I like that. Okay. So it's funny, you know, as we get here in the States, of course, everything immediately after the day after Christmas, everything turns to Valentine's Day, like everything. So of course you can always get love stuff and everything. So it's a fun time of year to have an anniversary, because you can always get like lots of hearts and lots of flowers. And so anyways, it's a fun time of year to have an anniversary. So it is supposed to snow tonight. It is supposed to snow tonight, which, funny thing is, our wedding night snowed like a lot. And we went to a bed and breakfast. So we got married in upstate New York, and we got married, and we, like I said, got married in a snowstorm, and the bed and breakfast that we had reserved was only probably maybe an hour and a half away. I don't even think it was an hour and a half away from where we got married. And it took us almost 6 hours to get there. It was crazy. We left at 7 o'clock at night, and I don't think we got in until like 1 or 2 in the morning. And our Airbnb host, or not Airbnb, there was no Airbnb back then. Our bed and breakfast hosts were like, oh my gosh, we can't believe you guys made it. And they had tea for us. And oh my God, it was so lovely. But it was so funny. It did. It took us forever to get there. Forever to get there. So there's my little flap. And now we're going to cut it. And then I'll take my little razor blade and open this up again. And on the opposite side, so I am going to so let's cut this. And I'm being quiet. Notice I'm quiet when I cut. I am. Like my tongue comes out. I focus when I cut. Okay, so we are on a self-cutting mat, which we need to be. And I'm just going to take my little razor blade and I am going to now open that. If I can. So I'm telling you, I'm being quiet. I'm being quiet because... All right, so there we go. So that's nice and open now. So, close the blade. So now, this will tuck right in. Okay, so now we have that open. So that looks good. That looks good. And like I said, I am going to keep this craft colored and just stamp on it because I want it to be a surprise when you get in here. You know, like a hidden surprise. And I think I really like this. I wish this piece was bigger. I wish this piece was bigger. Maybe we can fiddle around with it. Maybe we can fiddle around with it. So I need it to, all right, I'm going to straighten this out. I'm going to get my cutter and straighten this out for sure. Let's see. Let's do 4.5. Okay, so that is, I think that's a straight side. So we need to cut this off, and I think we need to cut this off just a hair to make it straight. What I like about this little Fiskars cutter is you look at how tiny that piece was. You can cut such a look at how it's like hair that I took off of there, just a sliver, and it made it so straight. And I'm gonna do the same thing with this. Just take a hair off. So this is a great cutter. I do recommend it. I am not sponsored by any means. I just like this little 4x6 cutter. Okay, so that's straight. So I am going to put that here. Perfect, 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 perfect. And let's see. So we have that, Do we need to, I think we need to match this side, but I'm afraid if I match this side, it's not gonna tuck. It may, let's try it. I do have another envelope, so we can start over again. So let's collage this side, and I am gonna speed this part up because you don't need to watch me collage this side as well. So I'm going to speed this up. Okay, here's the moment of truth. Let's see if this, so now we have these two sides that are collaged. Let's see if this fits in here. And it does. Perfect. Perfect. Oh, I like that. So it's a little hidden collage. I like it. I like where this is going. I honestly had sort of a vision of what this was going to look like, but I did not realize I was going to collage. But now I'm going to take out my vintage photo, and I am going to distress the edges here so you can't see this white. So just a little distressing on the edges, cover up that white that I did not catch with the scissors. So yeah, as I was, Mr. Leo is pawing at me because it is, I believe, I can't see, but I believe it's around snack time right now. So Mr. Leo is getting, Mr. Leo does not need snacks, for sure. He is the biggest, fattest beast ever. So I'm going to do this a little bit too in here. Just to define this a little bit, and like I said, to take off that nice white edge. So there we go. So I'm just going to define that a little bit, and then I'm going to come in here and do this side as well. Sorry for the noise, everybody. So yeah, Mr. Leo is not lacking for snacks, for sure. But I did keep my door open so that he could just push it open, so we were not disturbed by him scratching at the door. My husband is home today, his boss, because we're supposed to get a snowstorm today. So his boss messaged and basically said, hey, you know, just don't come to work today. So it's nice. He's home for our anniversary, and he's upstairs working in his office. And so I do have to make him an anniversary card, though. He had the nicest little anniversary card and flowers for me this morning. Super sweet. So, like I said, we don't do huge, I mean, yes, it's a big anniversary, but we've never done like huge anniversary stuff. The only time we did a huge one was like our 20th. We went to Vegas, but that was outrageous. I mean, we spent a week in Vegas, and it was great, don't get me wrong, but man, it was tons and tons and tons of money, and I don't know, that was enough for us. We're kind of homebodies. We don't travel too much other than to the cabin, and yeah, so anyway, so we're not doing, like I said, other than big dinner out. That's it. So we're gonna go to our local tavern tonight and have a few drinks and come home and sit by the fire and just, you know, reminisce maybe. So anyway, we'll do that. That will be our anniversary, and that is fine with me. That is fine with me. And because it's so close to Christmas, like we either do big Christmas or big anniversary. And this year we did a little bit of a bigger Christmas. But I think we'll probably go away for the weekend, maybe next weekend or the weekend after. But like I said, nothing super fancy. Okay, so we have that. So now I am going to put this here like so, and then this is going to go probably here, but that covers up that. So I might cut this off a little bit. I'm going to cut this off just a little bit so it's like a little, almost like a little Polaroid frame, or a little, oh, that gives me an idea. I could do a specimen card. that would work out well too. Let's do that. Let's get some, I do have a small piece of acetate right here. So, the ideas are flowing today. The ideas are flowing today. So, let me get a small piece of acetate. I got 2 boxes of 100, I think. I think there's 100 in here. Is there 100? Does it say? Yeah, 100 sheets of transparency film. So, like acetate. I got 2 boxes of it at the Goodwill a few months ago, and so it has been great. It has been great. Okay, so we're gonna cut that, and I'm just gonna eyeball it here. And I know it was a little wide too. So we're gonna do that, and we're gonna put that back in the box so that I have another little scrap for something. And then I believe I did that right. Oh, I did. Perfect. Look at that. Look how perfect that was. That is crazy. I couldn't do that again if I tried. Okay. So I think let's commit to that. And I usually use Fabrifix for this. So I'm gonna put it on here. And it's coming out really thick for some reason. My Fabrifix is getting thick. All right, so I am going to get it off my project number 1. And let me see if I have a scrap. Yeah, I have a scrap here. I'm gonna use my finger and do this so it doesn't squirt out on my acetate here. Did I do this correct? Yep. There's the right side. Nice. All right. So there, it's nice and stuck. So I have a nice little acetate frame. And I believe this little love stamp fits inside this circle. Let's test it out. Let's test it out. Oh my goodness. Obviously very old stamps. So I'm gonna put that aside so I don't ruin it. So yep, that fits perfectly in there. Nice. So we are going to get this and line this up for sure. So I need it right about there. And let's see how to do this. How can I do this? Let's see. I think it was, all right, maybe down a little. All right, so right there. So right there. And I am going to put a little tiny mark, a little pencil mark, so that when I stamp it in. I stamp it inside those pencil marks. Okay, so I'm going to get my stamp out. And I think I am going to do this in black. Like, I wasn't sure what color I wanted to do it in. And I really don't have a pink that would match. So I am going to do it in black. I got my little archival inks here. I love these things. I mean, I have a decent sized craft room, but I just don't want to fill it with a lot of ink pads, and these work well, and you can re-ink these. And so I just like them because they're in these little tins and I can take them to the cabin with me, and they don't take up a lot of room, and they're fabulous. So I like them. And it was a lot less money. So let me see if I can get inside my marks here. Inside my marks. Right there. And let's hope this stamps. Let's hope this stamps well because I'm not using, I should have totally used my stamp platform, but I did not. So we're gonna pray, hope to the stamp gods that this works. Perfection. Nice, nice, nice. Super excited. Okay, and then that goes there like so. And I think I'm gonna round the corners of this just for a little bit of a softer look. Just for a little bit of a softer look. We're gonna round, oh, I missed that corner. Okay, there we go. That one didn't corner very well. So let's take that off. I think it was because the acetate is back there too, so it didn't want to go through the acetate, and I think it's going to happen on this side too, but we'll see. The corner chomper should have chomped right through it. It did this one, but that other one is kind of wonky. Oh, and that one's wonky too. What is going on? There we go. Okay, so I have a little bit of glue here, which we're gonna take off. Maybe we're gonna take off. There we go. Just a little bit. Oh, how I got glue there. Oh my gosh, I thought I was so careful. There we go. Okay, it's off. So then what I'm going to do is also, I don't mind having a chunky journal. If you know me and you've seen my journals, they are super gator mouth and super chunky. And this one is actually pretty flat so far. So I am going to pop this up a little bit on foam tape. So my foam tape is down here under my desk. And I am just going to pop this up a little bit on foam tape. So yeah, let's see. We'll get it good here. Okay, so 2 foams there. And then I don't know, I do have this 1/8 of an inch foam. If I can find the start of it. Yeah, so this is just skinny 1/8 of an inch foam, which I will put, hopefully will fit. See, will it fit down the side here? Oh my gosh, just barely. It is perfect. It's perfect. And I believe this is 1 mil thick. It might be 2, but I'm not sure. I don't know. I got it from Amazon, and got it a long time ago, and I can't for the life of me remember if it's 1 mil or 2 mil thick, but you know, you can always double up on it if you want it thicker. You know, you can always stack it. But I find this is pretty, it's thick enough for me, for sure. It's thick enough for me. And then I will double up this one too. So, so it just pops up a little, give it a little bit of a dimension to it. Just give it a little dimension. Like I said, I don't mind my journals being fat. I kind of like them like that. Let's see if I can peel all this now. I can. Oh, fabulous. Fabuloso. Which is funny because that is a cleaning product. Fabuloso is a cleaning product. I use it on my floors just because I like the smell of it. It does a good job cleaning too, but I do like the smell of it. It comes in all sorts of smells. So I put that in my mop and go to town. Go to town, and it's reasonably priced too. You can get it at Dollar Tree. So, okay, let's do that. And then we will, and a little, let's see if we can get it. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot to erase the pencil marks here. Oh, man, you were talking to me. I know you were telling me to erase these pencil marks. Okay, pencil marks gone. Pencil marks gone. So I'll just pop that up. Perfect. Nice. And then I am going to see if this little, where is it? Oh man, I lost it. Okay, you and me. Maybe fits, maybe. It just barely fits. It doesn't fit there, so it's going to have to go over here. I think it'll go right there. I'm pretty sure it'll go right there. Yeah. I think I'm going to do it. And I should have done it before I put, you know what? I'm going to do it on another sheet of paper. I am, because I'll tell you that it's not going to stamp correctly on that, you know, now with the foam tape, it's not going to stamp correctly. So I am going to stamp it on some coffee dyed paper because it's right here. So let me get my stamp block out again, and my stamp pad. My stamp pad. Oh my god, my desk is getting crazy messy. I try to keep it, you know, as we all do. We try to keep it clean, but the crafting chaos is strong today. All right, let's see how that stamps. Oh, perfect. All right. So I am just going to fussy cut this out. I'm going to fussy cut around this. Not super close, but close enough. Get that and put that back in my bin of scraps. Very cute. Very, very cute. I'm liking it. I am liking it. Okay. Okay, so we have that. Or I could put it down here. No, I kind of like it up here. True Love, You and Me. I like that. And then maybe we can get something just to break it up a little bit. Yeah, I like that. Just to break it up just a little bit, so it's not like all matchy-matchy. I'll get a little white edge there. I think I'm gonna also tear, well, I don't know if I can tear this without ripping too much of that. I can't. So we're gonna distress it a little bit instead of tearing it. So we'll take our scissors and distress it a little bit so it's not quite so straight. So that's a good tip. If you can't tear a little piece, you can take your scissors and just distress the edge a little bit. So I'm gonna flip that up a little bit and get a little white on there. Nice. So I am going to, oh my gosh, where's my glue? Oh my gosh, look at this. It is stuck. Stuck. So yeah. Snowmageddon hasn't started yet. I'm not sure. It's supposed to start, I think, tonight. And then I'm going to put that there. Nice. Okay. So this is honestly all scraps, people. All scraps. People. That's awful. Ladies and gentlemen, this is all scraps. These were all in my scrap bin, including this. So that's good. Okay, so I like that. And then we are going to put this here, oh my goodness, my little stool underneath me is tipped over. I just tried to put my foot up on it. Okay, yeah, so I'm thinking, nice, and it closes perfectly. It's not too fat. I am, unfortunately, I can't do this corner. There goes my glue again. I am going to round this because I rounded the other. And then I'm going to take my rounder, my corner rounder. It was a big one. So I'm going to do the big one on these and round these corners just for a not so sharp of an edge on there, just for a little softness. This is a pretty soft, and I am going to leave the craft part, but I will tell you, I am not going to glue this yet, so that's the way it's going to look. But we don't need to decorate this, but we do need to figure out what we are going to do on these sides. I think I'm going to leave this one, but I did pull out some stamps, but they're not roses, and I don't honestly know if I have any roses, so I'm not sure these are where I want to go with this, but I do want to do something. So what I think, let me get this right side up so it goes this way. What I think I'm going to do is just I'm going to get out my other little, is just to do a little kind of collage-y with, not collage, but like a little, so I think I'm going to do something like this and just go up this side, because you'll see that, and then you won't see this, but I'm going to go up this side, and I'll show you what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to get out my little acrylic block. And I'm going to start with this one. So this is just a little fern. And I'm going to get my sepia tone, I think. Let's see, what matches? Let me see what matches. Let's see what this one looks like. Yeah, I believe I'm going to use sepia. On this, I think that matches Vintage Photo pretty well. So just a little something to decorate these, but not put any more bulk to it. Oh yeah, I like that. So then we're just gonna grab some more of these little flowers. Do this one down here. And now we're going to do this one. So we're just going to make a little border going up, and I'm going to put this one in here, going off a little bit, and then we're just going to work our way up with all these little flowers. So I am going to fast forward you again while I do this, and then we'll come back. Back. So I forgot about the little champagne bottle, which I wanted to make sure I included, because of course an anniversary would not be complete without champagne. But I am unsure. These are from Dollar Tree, these stamps, so they kind of don't perform as well as, you know, some nicer stamps do, but they do the job. They do the job. And they are stuck because I haven't used them before. Do I want? Maybe we get out the maybe we get out the strip again and do some, maybe we do a champagne bottle on that. So I definitely want to include the champagne bottle for sure. Like I said, it wouldn't be an anniversary without a champagne bottle. So let's do that. I'll do it in black for sure because the inside is black. Let's see if I can get this. Oh, harsh. Let's see how this comes out. Not bad. It's not my favorite, but I do want to include it, so we will include it. It is definitely meant to be, vintagey looking, you know, like antique-y looking, so I'll go with it. And we will get a nice little champagne bottle in there to celebrate said anniversary. All right, so we have a nice little champagne bottle. They go back in my bin of scraps. That one gets trashed. So yeah, I think I like that. And I'm gonna, I think to make it stand out a little bit more, I am gonna also pop that. Where did my foam tape go? We're gonna pop this up on a little foam tape. We'll see if we can do this without, oops. Perfect. And then we just need to, even though I have the other stuff, I'm gonna cut that into a V so it fits. And let's see, stick this over here. And I'm gonna cut this just a hair. Perfect. All right. So now we have a cute little, hi Leonidas. Hi baby. I know. Snack time. Oh, this boy does not miss a meal for sure. For sure, my 22-pound beast does not miss a meal. Oh, he is not quite 22 pounds, but he's 18 anyway. All right, so there we go. Our little champagne bottle. Little champagne bottle. Nice. Okay, I like it. So I'm going to set that aside. And then I think we're ready to glue this down. I think I don't want to add too much more. I do like this. And I am going to leave the flaps that color. And I know they have a little bit of, you know, distress on them from where they were glued, but I think I'm going to leave that. I don't mind that. I really don't. So I am going to, let's see, let me make sure we don't need to add anything else. No, I think I like that. I don't think I'm going to add anything here. I was thinking about like a wax seal or something here, but I don't think it needs it. I think I'm going to leave it like that. And then as you open it up, that's the surprise. That's the surprise. So let's glue this down. And this is heavy, so I'm going to use my Fabrifix for it. Because I want this to really stick for sure. And this envelope is kind of, it's not shiny, but it's got like a coating on it or something. So I want to make sure that this really sticks. And let's see, let's make it go over a little bit more and up a little bit more. Perfect. All right. I like it. I like it. I like it. And so now let me get some of this stuff out of the way. I have a date stamp. So we are going to date stamp this because May May, June, July. Oh, let's go this way. January 10th. Oh my goodness, 2025. There we go. So we're going to date stamp this so we remember this day. And I think I want to make sure I get it correct. Is it this? Yes, it's this way. So we're going to date stamp this down here, or maybe up here. No, I don't want to do it on there because it's on the foam and it won't stamp very well. So January 10th, make sure it comes out okay. Perfect. January 10th, 2025. I like it. And I may go back. I figured out that I had this. I forgot I had this. So I think I'm going to go back, date everything. With this stamp, I think I'm going to backdate all of my stuff with this. And then we're going to close this up and we are going to get it into our, like I said, let me put some stuff away so you can see what's going on. Let's get stuff off my table here. Let's put this away and I will put all that away when I'm done. I'm going to put this back in the drawer and this back in the drawer. Okay, so, and we didn't even use this heart, which is, we could do something like that. That might be nice. Forgot about that heart, but let's see how that's going to work. If we put it there, I feel like it's going to be super duper flimsy. Yeah, I'm not going to include that. That's super flimsy. So I like it, and it doesn't look like much from here, but when you open it up, you have a nice hidden surprise. So let's glue that down with Fabrifix again so that it sticks. Very well. Get the edges pretty well too. And all right, let's see if I can do this without, let me get this flat and then we will press it down good. Let me try to get this off of here. There we go. That's better. And then we'll get it straight. Get it straight. And there we go. That is hidden. And I am definitely not going to get to prompt number 10 because this video is already super long. And yeah, so I think the only thing left to do is to label it, which I will do off camera. I had to get a new one because I think I told you yesterday my S wasn't working. So I got a new one and it came yesterday. So I am all set to label this with hidden and number 9, and that's it. So if you stayed with me this far, thank you so much for staying and watching. I do appreciate each and every one of you. And yeah, I think that's it. Give it a like, subscribe if you feel like it, and I will catch you in the next video.